Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is Mr. Pearson coming back to you guys with another update for physical science. It's Monday, December 21st. We've got 2 days before our winter break. Last week we wrapped up Unit 1, and there was a quiz that was posted on Thursday. I'll be starting to take a look at those today. But we do technically have a couple days of school before our winter break. I know some of us are probably ready for break already. But as we, instead of starting on Unit 2 just for 2 days before the break, there's been a lot of requests for things that people could do to improve their grades. So I figured this would be a good opportunity to give you a little project. If you'd like to do it, you're more than welcome to. If not, don't worry about it. It is going to be extra credit. So let's take a look at that real quick. I did put it in the Unit 1 folder, and it's down. It's an assignment on its own. It is titled the Unit 1 Invention Project Extra Credit. I know it's a mouthful. I tried to just make it pretty clear that this is an optional thing. It's going to look a little bit different than our previous assignments, okay? Because this is optional and because I gave you in the project itself a little bit of flexibility on what you use, I didn't attach a Google Doc here like normal, okay? At the end of this video, I'll sort of go back to our main page and I'll show you a video that's been made for a while, just going over some tips on submitting assignments in different ways. Okay, but this is where you'll be submitting your assignment. If you open this up, I already have it open in another tab here. There is a set of slides open. Whoops. There's a set of slides open that sort of goes over the overview of the assignment and pretty much your expectations, okay? So we've learned in Unit 1 about how things can become charged. Okay, we learned about protons, neutrons, and electrons and how they're arranged in an atom. And if I apply friction, I can charge different objects. And that's sort of getting to the gist of what we are addressing in this project. Okay. I understand that this might not be super relatable for everyone. I know, some people have shorter hair, but generally, hair is a very good example for a lot of the things that we've been talking about. In that, and you might pull your, if you're wearing a hoodie and you pull it off, your hair might get staticky, or if you wake up in the morning and you brush your hair might get staticky. So you are challenged, if you've seen the show Shark Tank, to pitch me an idea that's going to solve this problem. Okay, and I want you to try and make this as original as possible. I know that there's plenty of products out there, I'm sure, that do stuff like this. But I'm looking for you guys to create something original, so that means not stolen. Trying, even if the idea is similar, try to create your own name for it and stuff like that. This is where sometimes people come up with funny names and things like that. So some things that I'm going to be looking for. You're essentially going to have two explanations. The first explanation is what's happening when you brush your hair and why it gets staticky. Okay, so what's happening? What sort of charges are transferring from what object to what object? From brush to hair or hair to brush. What sort of charges are transferring in that process? Excuse me. Okay, and the second part of it is how is your product going to fix that? Okay, I laid out a rubric here. Okay, this is going to be a 9-point assignment. Okay, that might not seem like a lot, but I am going to make it a summative. Okay, when you look at some of our quizzes, I think we have 2 quiz grades in right now, plus we'll have one more with what we took on Friday. Those are 20-point quizzes. So this is worth about a half of a quiz. Okay, so and I think this is a little bit lower stakes than quizzes as far as you have some time to be creative and sort of make this your own. But like I said, I'm going to look for an initial explanation of what's happening between a brush and the hair. Okay, you are going to create an explanation of this new product, which, by the way, it could be a brush, it could be a product that you put in your hair. You don't have to be locked into one thing. And then the last couple points here, I built in for originality, right? Like I said, if I see you just essentially pulling something from the internet and copying and pasting like that. Like I said before, I've seen some really original and creative ideas. So, I don't feel that it's right giving someone who's just copying and pasting from Google the same amount of points as someone who took the time to create something unique. Okay, so now you're probably asking, how am I going to do this? It's up to you how you would like to submit your assignment. Here's a couple web-based things. Okay. What I'm going to say is, especially because we are not in person, right? This is something that I usually do while we're in school. Students can work in groups and things like that. And sometimes they might make a commercial. I've had students like film themselves in the hallway before. So you might, like, Powtoon is something you can make a cartoon that could be more of a commercial type thing. Pictochart or ThingLink are sort of more like an ad you would see online or in a magazine. Okay, Screencastify, that's what I'm using right now to make these videos. Animaker, sort of another type of movie type, whatever you want to call it, that could work towards a commercial. You could also use a Google Doc or Google Slides like this. It's up to you. You can make a nice advertisement, and it should be like an advertisement or like an informational video, something that tells me about it. Like I said, use some creativity and some originality. So that's really the main overview of the project. It's set up to be due tomorrow evening. The last thing I do want to show you, like I said, if you're not 100% sure on how to submit in an assignment that's set up a little bit differently, this top link here, submitting assignments on Schoology, will open a video to my YouTube channel, which is screencasted just like this. And you'll see I have given an example like we're used to, but in the earlier half of the video, I go over the scenario that's set up like this extra credit assignment. So this has been a little bit of a longer video. I apologize for being a little long-winded, but as always, shoot me any questions on Schoology if you have any. I hope everyone has a great break, and I will talk to you guys later.